Hi, welcome to the Amber Shows. Welcome back this evening. I know we've done one show already today, but I was so excited with this new news that I have that I had to share it with you tonight. There's new technology that's so exciting for people who are unimpaired and cannot see, for blind people. It is fascinating. Okay, when you're blind, navigating the world involves more than avoiding physical obstacles, but hard for social relationships as well, which can be a challenge because you don't know who's around you. All right, well, a new cane is being designed in the United Kingdom that will help the visually impaired actually recognize people from 32 feet away. Okay, it's called the XPLO-R, the Explorer. It's a smart cane, okay, like the smartphone. It's a smart cane that's actually embedded with a camera, and it's facial recognizable software and a GPS. The camera will be located just below the handle. It has a 290-degree lens. The software that's built into the camera can draw on a database of photos pulled from services like your Gmail, your LinkedIn, your Outlook, and you can add as many faces to the database by snapping a photo with the cane camera. As soon as the software notices a person, its software will actually log in, scanning the face to see if there's a match. If the scanned image matches the portrait in the database in your cane, the name of the person coming toward you, their location, their feedback will all be fed to the cane. The cane carrier via a Bluetooth will connect with an earpiece, which will use vibrations to communicate the information of who's coming up to you, who they are, how you know them, the whole thing. They will be able to say hello to you as soon as you come as close as 32 feet away. Is that amazing? The smart cane. Now, they said it's still in the works, but they're working on it in the United Kingdom. They're very excited about it. I'm excited about it for blind people. This is wonderful. I mean, you don't have to ask who that is or somebody coming towards you or be wondering what your relationship is with the person. If you know the person and you have them in your database, all their information come up. You can be walking in and be like, here comes Amber. She's on YouTube all the time, and she works at Macy's, and she's a good friend of mine. Things like that. It's unbelievable. So the technology is moving fast. So I had to make sure that I shared that with you. And if you want to look it up, it's called the Explorer. Once again, Explore X rather. Explore X. That's how you pronounce it. So it would be X, then PLO-R. Okay, so that's really fascinating information. Now, I just want to tell you some other things since I already have you here, and these are things I wanted to talk about tomorrow, but I'll just have to find something else to talk about. All right, so one thing I want to talk about is to beware of the bounce houses if you're on beaches. I don't know if you heard about it, but a little girl was thrown 20 feet. Her and two other children were inside the bounce house on a beach in Florida, and the water sprout came up. It's like a hurricane, and the water sprout came up and it threw them 20 feet in the air, had them flying across a long way, a half a mile or so, and 3 children were in it. They were hurt. Of course, now it's going to be lawsuits. One of the little girls who was 3 years old was in there, 5 years old, and an 11-year-old boy. One little girl, her arm was broke, and they were shaken up. They said they thought they were going to die for sure. Their parents, can you imagine their parents watching this blow house flying through the air, 20 feet up in the sky? Oh my God. So that's a lawsuit in the making. Okay, so another thing I want to talk about is overthinking is a special form of fear. So this fear becomes worse when you're adding anticipation, memory, imagination, and emotions all together. So again, don't overthink a situation. Just think about it, get it out your mind, and either a solution will come up or one will come up at a later time. Okay, smiles are the most deceptive facial expressions there are. There are about 18 different smiles, like, here, here, There are 18 different smiles. So I know some smiles are like a big smile, or you might have a cruel smile, a polite smile, a fake smile, a flirtatious smile. Hi, how you doing? So there are so many different smiles. That's so funny. Okay, now, your kids are being spied on. They're going to be spied on. There's a new software looking for keywords like bombs, shootings, guns, etc. The software is a tool for preventing children and to make sure that children and teachers are safe. It's specific to public schools only, and it's called Snapped Trends. And the public schools will be watching for, with this software, those keywords in a database for students. And when they see words that come up that say bombs, guns, threats, anything like that, they will zoom in, go into it, and find out who that child is, and find out as to whether or not they are a threat to the teachers or to the students at those schools. So your school is watching. All right, Dwayne Wade, the NBA player who's married to Gabrielle Union, he wears fingernail polish on his toes, so toenail polish. I mean, not clear polish. He wears straight up toenail polish. He took his shoes off recently and showed his toenail polish. He likes dark red and burgundy toenail polish, and he definitely had it on. He's been wearing it for a long time. In 2008, him and LeBron James were in the Bahamas, he said, and that's when LeBron first noticed that he had toenail polish on, and he said he likes it. And LeBron told him he was crazy, and I still think he's crazy. Okay, I can't take deception or games, myself personally. I require direct communication from my friends and family, and to know exactly where I stand. So I think this is one of the most important things of my sign as a Libra. Most Libras that I do know feel the same way. We're into harmony and justice and no fakeness. So, come correct. All right. A French bartender convicted of manslaughter after a man drank 56 shots. He died. The French bartender was convicted of manslaughter. This guy sat at the bar and drank 56 shots of liquor. His daughter had to come to the bar to take him home, and when she got him home, they had to call an ambulance. He went unconscious, and he ended up dying the following morning. So the bartender he's banned from ever being a bartender at any bar again, and he got 4 months in prison. I want to do another shout out because this is really humbles me. I am on Twitter. I have a large following on Twitter, and the thing is, I'm humbled because I have big mega stars, mega superstars, R&B singers, comedians, legendary comedians. I have actresses, actors. All of them are following me, and they actually favor my tweets on a daily basis. They retweet my tweets on a daily basis, and when they don't hear from me, they actually ask me. They'll Twitter, Amber, are you okay? What's up, girl? How are you doing? So I must shout them out, and if you get a chance and you're on Twitter, follow them. Shout out to my Twitter friends. They are busy actors and actresses and singers, and they love little old me. So to China Arnold and her sister Zany, to China Arnold's mega TV and film star, singer. You know her as Pam on Martin and Everybody Hates Chris, and her new show is called Survivor's Remorse. This will be the second season with her and Mike Epps. Excellent show, very funny. If you haven't seen it, check your listings so that you can watch it. It's very good. Among other shows, her sister Zini, who is also her biggest hero, because Zini has lupus, and China has started a lupus foundation called L's Up and Win Foundation, and she goes all over the world to spread the information about lupus and wants to get help and find a cure. So if you get a chance, please be sure to follow, and you're on Twitter, follow Tachina and her sister, Tachina Arnold, or Tachina Zaney, Z-E-N-A-Y, on Twitter. That's her sister. I love both of them, and thank you for your love and support. They watch my show here on YouTube. Also, I want to thank Valerie Chandler. She's a cast member of OWN's network, Raising Whitley with Kim Whitley. She does the same thing for me every single day, retweets my tweets, favors my tweets, watches me on YouTube. I want to thank her, and be sure to watch the show, Raising Whitley on OWN. Check your guide again for that. And you can follow Valerie Chandler. She's one of the villagers. You can follow her at Real Valerie Chandler on Twitter. Also, who follows me, one of the best R&B great singers out there, Mickey Howard. If you remember her timeless song, Baby Be Mine, that was my jam. She follows me and retweets my YouTube postings and all of anything that I said, my blogs, and many more. So follow her as well. She's at Mickey Howard Live on Twitter. And Sinbad, that's my brother. He's been following me a long time, retweets all of my tweets. We actually tweet back and forth quite a bit, and love him too. I don't even have to explain who he is. Sinbad is the legendary comedian actor. He needs no intro. You can follow him at Sinbad Bad. That's S-I-N-B-A-D, B-A-D. And Pam Grier, yes, Foxy Brown follows your girl. Retweets my tweets, favors my tweets, and she's watching me on YouTube, and she retweets that I'm on YouTube. So I want to thank Pam Grier. You know, you are legendary, beautiful, forever beauty, inside and out. All your postings. She lives in Colorado now. She has her own farm and ranch, and she rides horses, and she's also still in the business, of course, as an actress and a philanthropist, and she does so many things, and I want to thank her as well for following little old me. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night. I was so excited to tell you about this cane camera. I'm so happy about that. I know Stevie Wonder, he should have one because he has so many people, you know, around him and with him all the time. Now, you know, he can actually just know who the person is coming up to him himself, rather than someone, you know, have to put it in his ear. So-and-so is walking up, here comes so-and-so. So I think it's a tremendous, tremendous breakthrough. All right, you guys, have a wonderful night. I'll get back to you tomorrow. Please give me a thumbs up and have a good night.